The 6th inning program is here, and we actually have some pretty intriguing bosses that I want to go over, give my thoughts on, and then go over what else you should be grinding here early on in the 6th inning program. And then we also have some pretty interesting content coming up that I'll touch on, give my thoughts about, and just a little look ahead into the future because we have a lot of new stuff coming soon that you won't want to miss. So assuming you guys collected the 5th inning XP bosses, you're going to have a free 100k XP right away with little to no effort because you have this 50,000 XP voucher for collecting those bosses. And then you also have the exchanges returning, which is another 50,000 XP. And even for the most expensive exchange right here, it's literally like one, 87 overall diamond. Otherwise, you could even just put a couple gold players in here. But either way, you probably could finish this off with just duplicate cards that you have already. So I would definitely do the exchanges. They're going to be worth it right there. And then there also are missions this time, which you can get a little over 20k more XP from the first drops of these missions. And I say first drop because pay attention right here. It says on August 8th, we will be getting some more missions. So keep that in mind as we go forward, which is really nice. But it also is double XP and PXP until July 29th. So with the double XP plus everything else we just went over, you're going to get up to these boss cards quickly, and it looks like it takes a little bit less XP also to finish off the XP path in this inning program. Plus, as you'll notice, there's a bunch of deluxe packs in here, and the All-Star pack is now in the deluxe pack, so this will help you with working towards finishing off that All-Star collection if you don't have it done already. So let's quickly go over the boss cards, and I'll give you guys my personal thoughts on these cards right here, starting off with Cory Clubber. I do like that sinker-cutter combination and the speed differential on those two pitches. And then he does have that slider at 90 miles per hour, and then the couple off-speed pitches there, the slurve and the changeup. So that 5-pitch mix I really like. I also think Clubber cards always play well in MLB The Show, so I'm looking forward to using him. The per 9s across the board are really, really solid. Really no weakness in this card, and like I said, I do like that pitch mix. The speed differentials on some of these pitches I do like as well, so I think this card's going to be pretty good, and honestly, I think Cory Clubber might be my first pick. So I'm sure there's some people complaining about Ted Simmons' power, but I actually find this card pretty intriguing, which I'll explain why. But first of all, basically, once you P5 him, he's going to have maxed out contact and maxed out clutch. He does, for a catcher, right? If you're playing him at catcher, he's going to have over 70 speed once you parallel him up a little bit. But notice he can play first base and third base, right? So I think, if I don't use him at catcher, which I probably won't because I have Cal, I think he might be a pretty good first base option. Keep in mind he is a switch hitter as well, so that might give him the edge over some of the other left-handed or right-handed bats that you might have at first base. And good defender, right? So I really like this card. He's very intriguing to me, and I think he'll probably, if he's not my first pick, he will be my second pick, him or Clubber. So got some pretty good quirks as well, unfazed, dead red, some nice ones there. So really like that card a lot. And then the last one, Chase Hutley here, obviously a lefty, and he's actually not bad against lefties though, right? 105, 104, and then against righties, he's very good as well. 109 clutch, and then he does have 72 speed, so mid-70 speed once you parallel him up. Obviously, that diamond defense right there does stand out as well. So really across the board, this is a very good card. He can play first base as well. So you could try him there, and he does have some pretty good quirks as well. And if you don't have the Ketel Marte, I feel like second base is maybe a little bit weaker, so you could try Utley there. But then speaking of other 99s that you can grind for and get for free, there also is that new 99 gunner who has now taken over the game and does have this program right here, which is super easy to complete, won't take long at all, and you do get a 99 gunner who looks actually pretty good, 5-tool kind of guy, and this is going to take literally less than an hour to complete, and yeah, he's good just across the board, not the best 99 overall in the entire game, but pretty good, and he does have a few good quirks as well, unfazed, bad ball hitter, a few of these are not too bad, so I do like this gunner card, he's going to be able to hit, he's going to be able to defend there, and he does have that speed as well, and then yeah, easy to complete, going to take very, very little time, and it is also more XP that you can get. And speaking of other easy XP to get, assuming you collect the XP voucher and finish the exchanges, you'll have all of the Cornerstone cards, which you can then put in your lineup and use, because all you need to do to complete the Cornerstone programs is to get mission progress with the 85 overall version of the Cornerstone players. So after a couple hours of grinding with these players in your lineup, you should have these done, or you could do a moment or two to help finish these off if you prefer. And then, this would just be another 30,000 XP in total that you'd get from these programs. And with that double XP that you'd be earning, plus everything else that we just went over, you could be super close, if not up to the first XP boss just after a short grind. And all of this grinding could be done in Conquest, where we do have a new spiral map right here. And obviously you can go through and get all of the goals right here with some decent packs, a little bit of XP as well. And then obviously also the hidden rewards will be in here, which will be more packs and stubs. But then one of the best stub methods in the game right now is this MLB draft map, and it's only 5 Conquest games, and each time you complete the map, you will get this MLB draft choice pack where you'll be able to choose 3 draft cards. So by doing this map, you'll get all of the mission progress done in these programs that we've kind of touched on, but then also you will be stacking some of the stubs basically for that new Legends and Flashback collection that drops on July 27th. So this definitely recommend doing for stubs, but then also just to be grinding all the progress you need to do to get all of the cards you're looking to get. And for more stubs and packs to prepare yourself to unlock the new Legends and Flashback collection reward, assuming you have kept up with playing ranked, you can play your weekend classic games and pick up some good rewards in there to help out. As we know, plenty of stubs in there, plenty of good packs as well. Deluxe packs, premier packs, lots of those in there. And with it being double PXP until July 29th, it might be double PXP sometime soon after this day anyways, but I would go through and also catch up on programs that you still need to complete missions for, especially PXP ones, because you'll just be able to fly through these and definitely finish off these missions quickly. But then also Team Affinity missions and these Team Affinity PXP missions are going to be huge to focus on as well at this time, because all of those All-Star Team Affinity vouchers, you don't necessarily need, but you need. I would recommend getting them though to complete the All-Star collection that's in the game right now. But basically just load up a team with a bunch of players from specific teams. And then just grind that MLB Draft Conquest map, because you're not only going to be earning all of that mission progress, but also on top of that, tons of stubs. And all of these stubs you can earn from the MLB Draft Conquest map will also be super nice, because on July 27th, we'll be getting a new, smaller collection for the Hall of Fame drop that's coming, since some players will be getting inducted that day. And then with the new Legends and Flashback collection coming that day as well, I'm sure all of us could use some more stubs for other player cards that we still need. Also, a new multiplayer program will be dropping July 29th, so if you're watching this before that drops, I would hold off on buying the more expensive multiplayer cards like the World Series and Flawless cards if you were thinking of buying some of those for collections, and I would wait until these cards come into the Rewind packs in that new multiplayer program when their prices will drop significantly. And by the way, I did drop a recent video about preparing for the Legends and Flashback collection, so if you're interested in that, go check that out before that drops very soon. Otherwise, that's going to be it for the video. I appreciate all of you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the 6th inning program, all the new cards and everything like that. But I appreciate all of you for sticking around to the end and watching. See you next time. Peace.